Okay, I'm going to go ahead and build a bonsai tree. I didn't see that coming. But this is how I'd build a 3D one. And I went ahead and Googled a bonsai tree and then used picture frame, view picture frame, to place that picture in the viewport. And I'm going to start out by tracing the main trunk of the tree, the one that snakes up around this way, and we'll just pick whichever way it goes up here because it kind of branches out, pardon the pun. And here we go. So we'll start out on a nice bright layer, the green layer, and I'm going to kind of imagine this trunk is kind of cool because it comes up this way and so on, but I'm going to imagine the trunk that comes up this from the ground and then kind of turns and snakes its way. And I'm clicking a lot of points here. I'm going to zoom in and take a look. Now it gets thin pretty quick. And we'll just say it goes there. Okay, then we'll come over here, and I'm not going to try to, you can't do all these at once. These have to be done separate so that they lead up into the trunk. And so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of picture this doing this way. I'm going to try to keep these somewhat even distance apart, so that it doesn't get too thick or thin like a tree, you know. I mean, they usually have a pretty even taper to them. So here's the start of our bonsai tree, which I guess bonsai means miniature, so go figure, miniature tree. Not to be confused with bonsai, which means 1,000 years, which is what they yell when they're about to kill somebody or something. Not to be confused with kamikaze, which of course is divine wind. So there's that's all the Japanese I know, besides Hello Kitty. Alright. Now, there's our, oh, here, I'll show you a trick, too. Like, if you draw, you can't even see, there it is in this viewport, right here. But if you click off it, you can't even see this picture frame playing. And a lot of times, what I don't like to do is leave it here on the plane, because when you're working you keep selecting it. It's bad enough in this viewport, and we'll probably lock it anyway, like so. But the trick is, you can't really grab it here in this viewport and move it. You see, I'm trying to grab this thing and it won't do it. I can select it with a crossing select, if you see what I mean. But you can use elevator mode, which I've shown in some other videos. If I click here in the through finger and hold down Control, you can see that by holding down Control it actually moves in the looking down viewport. So if the picture frame was actually here, flat on the plane where you drew it, then you come over to through finger and you hold down Control, and when you move up and down it moves backwards and forwards. So there. Okay. Now, since I don't have a side view of this fine tree, I'm going to just draw what I think it would do in this viewport. And so we'll picture it kind of coming up fairly straight, and then as it comes up it kind of snakes that way and then kind of turns and does this business and then ends up over here. So there's our snaky bonsai tree this way. Switch to red, go to curve from two views history, might as well use that. And we'll pick one and then the other, and that'll make this red one. Then we'll pick this one and hit it again, and that makes the other. So let's turn off green here, and that makes our tree a little more 3D, like so. Okay, so having done that, we'll come over, doesn't matter where really, work in the side view viewport, and I'm going to draw 3 different cross sections for the tree, and these I just want to be kind of rough. Oh, don't do that. That is bad. I felt that one happen. Okay, that would be a total rookie move there. Not that anybody watching this is a rookie, because after this video we'll at least know how to make a bonsai tree. Alright. Cool. Alright, so there's just some random cross sections that we're going to put up this thing. So we'll take this one and go to Transform Orient to, and near is fine. Near there and near there. Then we'll come on over here and go end to end and put that one there. And we need to rotate this because it's going exactly the wrong way. So we go to 3D rotate right here, and we click end to end, and then now we have the handle, and it can go out anywhere, and we can come over here and rotate this however we want, and I'll rotate it like that. So now it's basically perpendicular to these. You could just type 90 there too if it was 90 off and it was real close to 90 off. So maybe we'll try it on this one here to here. And we'll go up about halfway. This will work. Right about there. Okay, enter, enter. So this one, rotate from there to there. And then the handle comes out wherever. Then you just type 90. And how'd we do? It'd be nice if that was more perpendicular to the rails. So we'll fix it. So we'll get this out here to where we can see it. And there. Alright. And lastly, we'll do this one, orient to, 1, 2, and up here. I guess we'll fix it. Alright. Let's turn this layer off so it's not bugging me. Sweep 2, 1, 2, U to U to U. And I don't know how much this is going to matter, but I'll line these up on this rail here. I don't really want it to twist. There we go. And enter. Now, we need to take a good look at this. Here's our sweep option dialog box. And we need to watch this thing and see what's going on. And I'm not, I want this thing to stay true, and it's kind of skewing itself. And that would be add slash. So we'll click here and go across perpendicular, and that's gonna fix these lines so that they're perpendicular all the way up. Okay. like so. Cross there. And I guess we'll do one more here. Enter. That brings this back. And now we need to decide what we're going to do with, let's take a look at this, with maintain height. So let's go ahead and hit maintain height is on, which means it's going to maintain the height of the profile here, here, and here. And if we uncheck that and hit preview, for however wide it goes, it's going to get bigger, and that makes it a little weird right here. So I'm going to turn that back on and hit preview and watch here. There. That's a better representation, I think, and we'll simply hit OK. And there we go. So there's our snaky, turny, kind of tree trunk bonsai deal.com. So we'll put that on the green layer, I guess. And so this has some texture to it. It's a bit repeatable. You could put more cross sections in here if you were really. I guess it all depends on how big this is going to be, and you know, if we're going to mill it, grow it, whatever. Okay. So let's take a look at what else we got here. So that's going up into there, and yeah, I think like that. So let's go ahead and get another root coming up into here and over into here. So we'll see if we can get that going on. So we got one coming up here. This one's kind of interesting to me. So let's go ahead and trace that. So we'll go curve. Let's bring. We'll use this same layer, green, and this one's gonna come up in. You can do U for undo. So U, enter. And we'll turn off the snaps. Don't need those really. Alright, and that's going to go, yeah, that's fine. Alright, so there's that, and that's going to come up into our tree from over here, and what I want to do is let's turn on project, which is right there, and we'll kind of look at the end of this line, and we'll draw a line out this way. So that gives me an idea where this one ends, where I want to be. And then in the same respect, this line right here, that one's right there, so we'll draw another line from here on out this way. So that gives me an idea where I want to hit this trunk at. And we'll go ahead and draw. And I'm really only, you could do two curves, but I'm really only drawing the center of this one, and then I'm going to do curve from two views on each one. So I want this to go down into the ground and then kind of come up like a root and maybe hang out along the ground. And then I want it to go over here and then come up quickly into the tree like so. Alright, so there's what we have. We'll switch to red and go here and go curve from two views, which is still up here in our history here. So there's that one. And then this one and this one, curve from two views like so. And so there's our root. as it were. Okay. So we'll use these same ones, and we'll orient to this one and this one to the ends of this, and let's turn off this so we can see, and turn off project now, and that's going to go there and there. Enter, enter. Now let's turn this back on and see what we got. Yeah, so this cannot go higher unless it kind of turns down into that one. Let's just see if we can fix this up a little bit. So I'm going to put this down in here. There we go. And then we'll take this one and orient to 1, 2 over to here. Click here, rotate 3D, end to end, and the handle goes out this way, and we turn it like so. Surface sweep 2, 1, 2, switch to green here to, there it is. Oops, hey. Alright. Any slashes needed? Maybe right here. Oh, right. There. There. Then I'll do it. Okay. Flip. Flip just flips the normals back out, so it's the same color. We're going to have ground come right up into here, so I wouldn't worry about this too much. This is just kind of the look I want, this going up in there. And looks like there'd be another one coming up in here, and another one coming over into here, and it'd be neat to have this one come out and go this way, and then turn and go this way, you know, like a root would. So I might, but there's how I would do that. Now we're going to do the same thing up here when we do branches. I mean, basically trees seem to be about the same going down as they are going up. So I'm going to hit pause here and draw a couple more. Okay, so on this one, what I have is, in this viewport, I drew this curve and this green curve, alright, and then in the looking down I drew this green curve here, and of course I did the orient to this profile right there. So I am now ready to sweep to this curve and this profile right here. And I don't want to maintain height here, because if I do, it's going to stay real thick like this. So I turn that off and hit preview, and it gets smaller as it goes down. And we check to see if we need any slashes. It looks like we could use one here. There we go. Alrighty. So let's see what that one does when we go here. So there's some more roots going up into our tree here. So that's this one right here, and it's nice because it goes up that way. Okay, and then coming off this one, let's go ahead and go back to green, and let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and turn project on. That way we can snap to lines. So this one's going to come out this way, and this one comes in along here. Undo. If you want to, I've shown this a ton of times, but if you want to defeat the O-snaps, hold down Alt, and it won't snap anywhere. So we hold down Alt, click, hit Enter, get out of that. Okay, so there's those two curves there, but I need to control what they're doing in this viewport here, and so we'll kind of draw from here, hold down Alt. Not there. Oops, get out of there. Alright, so we'll hold down Alt, and this one's going to come. Let's try that again. Alright, so it starts right about here, and it comes down to about there. There we go. So there's that in this view. And we'll take this one and this one, switch to red, go curve from two views. Oop, over there it goes. And this one, curve from two views. There we go. Let's turn off that. Now we got to make sure that this profile, these might have gotten a little thick here. We'll see what we get. Who's up? This one, I guess. Orient to. I'm just going to make sure I snap near to that. And there we go. Yeah, that might be too big. We'll see. Enter, enter. That's good, nice and perpendicular. So, surface back. Yeah, that's too big. Those got too wide. But that's alright. We'll just try to wing this thing. So I need to make this smaller. So I'm just going to go ahead and I want to work from the middle. This will be a good thing to see anyway. I want to work from the middle of this profile right here, this one. So I'm going to select that curve and go to where is it? View. Set C plane. Oops. To object. So there's my viewport set to that object, and I'm going to right click here and make this a plan viewport. So set view to plan. Boom. Now I'm flat. See, it's a plan viewport. So I'm just going to come over here and go to 2D scale from about the center, right about there, and just make this smaller. Alright, then I'm just going to go back to view and hit restore viewports right here, and we're back. Alright, so let's go ahead and shade this again and see if we're inside that now, and we are. Aren't we? We're close. That might need to go up a little bit. There. Okay. So, surface sweep 2. 1, 2. Profile. There we go. Maintain height, no. Alright, so there. Flip. Alright, so there's that one. I probably made that a little too small. So I'm going to hit pause, make that a little bigger, and do some more. Okay. We have these green curves right here. This one, this one. That's this root right there. And then in the looking down, I envision this thing coming along here over and kind of heading over into this corner here. Corner of a round dish, I guess. That made these two red ones right here. And then of course I oriented a viewport or a profile here. So sweep 2, 1, 2. There's the profile. And maintain height, preview, yep. Oh, and we are in dire need of some slash action there. So let's do that again. Sweep 2, 1, 2. There we go. Enter, enter. Maintain height, no. Add slash. Whoa. Ow. Undo. View, enter. Yay. Haven't done that yet. There we go. Okay. Enter. And okay. And put that on the screen. So there's that root coming down in there. So we're getting these that are kind of hanging out on the surface of the dirt there. Come on, this one I think I just went kind of insane with. This one seems awful big compared to the others. So maybe we'll, although it does seem big here, I think I'll have this go down into the dirt sooner and hack it off. So we'll go transform, bend, and we'll bend that thing from about here. Like so. And then we'll bend it from here down. And I think we'll bend it super fast here. Like so. There we go. Click. And we'll just draw a line. Kind of a quick line that goes across here like so. Like that. And you get split by this line. Like so. So you can split a surface with a line just like that. And there we go. And I think also to make this a little better, we'll do taper. So taper from here to here, out this way, flat equals yes. There we go. That looks a little more root-like to me. And this one got really pretty busy, so I think I'm going to rebuild it because I don't want this much overhead. Let's see, let's go about half of what they are, so somewhere around 37 or something, 33, whatever. There we go. And flip. Okay, and we can do some more on the back side if we so desire, but there's what we've got. Let's take a look. So there's what we've got, this thing coming down here, over here, down here, and we'll do another branch coming up here, and then we'll do some leaves. We'll start on some leaves here. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to do the same. I'll do one, and then I'm going to do a bunch more with pause on, so this video isn't a million years long. And so we're going to envision this branch coming and kind of flaring into this one, and then comes along here, and I see a little bit of branch there. We probably won't see much of this anyway, so I don't know, I'm going too crazy. Well, let's go into here. Alright, so we go down there. This would probably be getting pretty thin, but it is supposed to still be jewelry. So we can't go too awful thin, or we won't be able to reproduce this object. Alright, and so then we got to kind of see where we're going, where we're heading here. So I'm gonna look here, and I'm gonna do that control trick again, which is the elevator mode trick. And let's go ahead and go here, and well, maybe I won't do the elevator mode trick. I'm gonna just kind of look here and come over this way, and so that's gonna go there, and this branch is gonna come over this way, and then come over here, and then head on over this way. I got a little too much fun with those. Okay, so here we go again. Red, curve from two views, this one and this one, and right click in this one and this one. Sweetness. Okay. We'll pick a branch, or a profile rather. Orient to. This is same old, here to here. Let's turn this off. And we want red to red. And we got to make sure, that this one, yep, that's pretty perpendicular. Let's see if we're inside this one. Oh, man, that's tough. That got a little big. Alright, so in this viewport, we'll make it smaller. So let's go ahead and 2D scale from here to there. How do we do? That's close enough for the tree. Sweep 2, 1, 2, here. Yep. Maintain height off, preview, And let's check our slash state here. We're good. Okay. So there's a branch. And let's flip that. Okay. Let's do some leaves. And it looks to me like we'll have a main branch here, maybe another one coming over this way, maybe one coming up, and then we'll have one like down in here coming out this way to do this clump that would be in front of the tree. Then here's one on the back of the tree, so you can see obviously the trunk going in front of it, and so on. So let's come over here, and I guess we'll use yellow for the profile, and I'm just gonna draw me a leaf. Alright, and we'll go to let's lock, we'll turn it off. Let's go to this layer and simply hit planar. So there it made a surface from a planar curve. And you know, originally I thought, man, I'll just make like 5 different leaves, but after playing with this, it's like, well, you can't tell by the time I do this that I'm using the same leaf. So I'm going to move this one over here, hit Alt, and rotate. I don't need any snaps for this, so we'll go ahead and go this way. Then we'll go in the looking down and rotate this again this way. And this one, we really don't need this flat in any viewport. And we can even come over here and rotate it this way too. But anyway, so now we'll take this one, move it, Alt, rotate this out this way, rotate it back this way, and doesn't even matter. I'll undo that. Alright, another one. Of course, I'm pressing Alt there. Alright, over here, Alt makes a copy. Rotate this one in this viewport. These are all looking kind of, well, that'll be alright. Alright, Alt, rotate, get something coming toward us here. Okay, oops, surface, yep. Alt, that one, rotate this way. Okay, so there's our clump of leaves, and we can start to get some leaves very quickly if we take this and, oops, hey, I missed Alt, and we'll rotate this way, and maybe this way, then we'll move it back over here and down in there. So there's a nice clump, and we'll call this a group. So I'm just going to type group and hit enter. And then we'll go Alt, rotate this way, rotate this way, and maybe even over here. Alright, so there's that. Then we'll take these, Alt, take these two, rotate, okay, Alt, Alright, let's get a clump over here. And we can take like this group, and this group. Alt. Alright. We'll rotate over here. So I think you get the idea. So that makes a nice clump there, and we may need some over here. And that seems to be... And there we go. And this, you know, I'm gonna mill this tomorrow, because it should be kind of fun to see what this does. So if we look at this here, there we go. So that's starting to look good with its little cluster of leaves there. And we'll just take these. Alright, then we'll grab these and get them down on our leaf, or on our tree here. There's programs, of course, that like build trees for you by clicking tree. But sometimes you have to earn it. Alright, so let's see what we got here. These are kind of going off into La La Land there. Let's lock this. We can just nuke that one if we want. Because these things don't seem to go out real crazy. They kind of live in their little clumps. But there's that. Maybe I'll get some more going up over in here. And so I'm going to hit pause again and do some more. But if we want to look at this so far, let's turn this off. And to render this, let's go ahead and go render. Oh, hang on. I just thought about job bag. There we go. So let's load this thing. Put that on dark blue. Turn this off. Alright, so close enough there. And if we right click this layer, go to plastics, go to green plastic. Alright, and let's go here. Now I've already done that once. So let's go, I'm going to right click here and say purge unused materials. Alright, oops, that really got rid of everything. So let's reset this one. There we go. So right click here, green plastic, go. Alright, there it is. So now we'll go over to the editor, go to plastic green, click on the green, and we'll make it darker. Cool. That was pretty dark, but it should be alright. Then we'll right click here and messing around, I used fabric. I guess this is a fabric. Leather brown right here. Go. This will make white. Ground plane. White matte. Go. There we go. Let's see. HDR, I'll do Blur Studio 2. Render. Here we go. So that's pretty fun. We get some leaves going on. You can make that as dense as you want to. And we really got some twisty, turny bark stuff here that we need to get in some gravel or whatever, which we can do. So, alright, well, I'm going to make a whole bunch more leaves and so on and get some more bonsai going on here. So I'm going to hit pause. Okay, so here we are a little further along, and I've got another branch up here, and got some more leaves thrown up here, and so these are coming over toward the front a little bit. And the other thing you can do is, as you get some more pieces, we can certainly steal. Doesn't matter if it's trunk or root, doesn't seem to matter. So then we can rotate this around this way, and then we'll bring this out over here. And I'm looking at this back piece back here, heading out what appears to me to be away from the tree. And let's see how high up that is. It's up here. So like that, and like so, heading out that way. And we just need to make sure that that hits the trunk. Let's take and turn that on. There we go. Maybe we'll rotate that a little bit this way. There we go. Yeah, it's a little too big. So we'll let's just 3D scale this thing. 3D scale from here, and maybe 1D scale it back out. There we go. Down a little. Down a little more. So anyway, you can steal from other parts. There we go. That'll work. Then we'll put another. Oh, that's right across from that one. That's kind of weird. Go up a little. There we go. That's better. Yeah, cool. That's what I'm looking for. And we'll steal some more. Let's go ahead and hit Alt like that. Rotate this over this way, out that way, and then in this viewport, so we don't see a pattern, we'll rotate it around like that. And then we'll go over there and stick it on there. It looks like that wants to be kind of this way. So there's that on that. And we'll turn that off, turn off the other layers. And then I'm just going to kind of move these around and fix them so it kind of is more clumped together and heading over this way. So anyway, I'm going to hit pause again. I guess this is more like that. There we go. And we'll get some more of these going over this way. Oops, undo. What's that? Oh, right. That's why I can't see those. I gotta turn this off. There we go. So it looks like I need to move this back even further. So again, in this viewport, I'm going to hold down Control, and back it goes. There we go. Alright, so pause again. Okay, here it is again. And we got some more branches, and we almost have enough branches now and roots that I can steal them and get them up here, and enough leaf clumps where I can grab them and get them out there too. So we'll go ahead and do some more, and then we'll make some gravel in the little round dish that it goes in. Okay, so here we go. Did some more leaves, did some more branches. I stole them from all over here, put them up here. Got pretty close to the overall little patches of leaves and branches and so on. And so here it is, in snaking up there. We'll turn this off. Let's see. So here it is. Oops. There it is without any leaves on it. And there it is with that clump, and then those up on top. So we need to do a base, a ground for this to sit down in. So there it is so far. Okay, so and there's the render so far of what we got. So on the final part of this then, let's go ahead and bring this back, and we'll switch to some layer here. Let's just switch to green here. Turn this off. So we simply need to get a base in here, and then I don't know if this thing is kind of rectangular. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Or not rectangular, but elliptical. So I guess we'll kind of worry about that here in a minute. But let's go ahead and get this going. And so the cross section of this is really, let's go ahead and turn on a couple circles. So let's go about here. And we'll bring this one down. Let's lock this. Okay, and then it's going to come in this way and go straight down. Like so. And we'll take this one and split with a point. Then we'll split it there and up there. Throw this away. We'll blend from here to here, like so. This one will go quad off that, or end, either way. Come out there. Come over here, like so. Blend from here to here. This one gets split by this one and this one. Let's trim this one. Make sure these line up. Yep, okay. Now it looks like it comes down, dips in a little bit. So in order to do that, we'll come over here and do this, and we'll blend again from here to here, like so. Bring this one over. About so thick. And this actually should, we'll just move this from here to here. That'll work. And then that way there's a floor here. Like so. Alright, and this one, I'm just going to turn on the edit points. Move this one over. Pretty much like that. That'll work. Join. Okay, and I'm just going to ballpark this and see how it looks. Let's go revolve. Start a revolve axis. Let's close this. This thing is dinky. Let's go there. And then we just go 360. And there's what we get in this viewport and in this viewport. Put that on the gem. Okay, that's too small. So keeping in mind that the middle was right there, let's go ahead and run this again. View, revolve. Let's come over this way a little. That way, enter, enter. That seems like that'll work. Over just a little, maybe down just a little, because our dirt, well, there we go. So there's where that's going to go. Down into the dirt. And I'm going to select this and hit. I purposely left this flat short because I'm going to go solid and cap planar, so that puts that surface in there. It has no choice but to do that. And there we go. And then this little kind of standoff deal here. We'll go ahead and draw what that looks like. And that's really pretty simple. Let's go ahead and draw that. So we'll come over here. Actually, we'll go up. Yeah, alright, so there's a line there. blend another line here. So we'll blend from here to this line, yellow. We'll mirror this one over like so. And this needs to be a lot bigger. Alright, these two, turn on the edit points. Blend from here to here. Okay, and this curve right here will mirror from this midpoint. So there's this. Join. Okay, and we'll go ahead and revolve this from, there's the center. The start angle, we gotta turn project on for that one. Okay, view from the center of that down that way. So the start angle, let's say, is here, and then we're going to go out about this far. Let's see, a third, and we'll go about there. So there's that section there. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll take this end profile right here and rotate it up in this viewport. And so let's go rotate. Alright. So there's that. And we'll extrude this straight up. Let's see, bolt equals no. So we'll extrude that up and we'll go blend, surface blend from here, enter, to here. Like so. Then we'll throw that away. You go on to here. Oh, and somehow we need to get that over there. Okay, so let's go transform orient 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Actually, I want that backwards. So let's do it again, and we'll just go 1, 2. Enter. Go away. That worked. That seems like that worked pretty good. Join. So anyway, there's that. We'll click this and go array center of this. Number of items 3. There we go. So there's the bottom of that. Kind of earned that. So now we need some dirt in here. Oh, and there's probably all sorts of ways we can do that, but we really just need to kind of get it up in here and pull it up in there. So the first idea I have is to simply try a sphere. From right there, let's turn off all snaps now. And we'll come out to about here. Then we'll take and squish this thing. And there we go. Actually, we probably could have drawn that so that now it comes out over here. But let's go ahead and pull this down a bit. Oop, undo. Okay. This is going to get split. Down about here. So U split by U. Okay. And let's turn on the other shade mode now. There we go. So that goes down in there nicely. This is going to need rebuilt. What do we got? Yeah. Let's do 24:15 preview. Okay. Turn on these. So now I'm going to push and pull some points, which isn't my favorite thing to do, but it should do. So we'll pull that up. There we go. So that's going up into there. This one can come down. And what are we missing? We got this one over here. Can come down. And we'll just kind of randomly bring these down now, so it makes kind of a terrain. And these can come up. There we go. This one can come up. Maybe not that far. So there's some pushing and pulling and things going on here. But those don't have to go down far. There we go. Probably should undo that. That was probably okay where it was. Yeah, we can actually move that kind of on an angle. So anyway, this needs to be moved around so it kind of makes a rough ground. Now for the render, this is no problem. We can just put like dirt on it and move on. But for the actual model, we would want to put a matrix art texture on here. I think I'm gonna stop this movie at this point because it's getting pretty long and I gotta break it up. So there's other videos out there that show how to make a texture in matrix art, and then you could either use flow along surface or apply mesh UVN. Apply mesh UVN is a good one for just straight up mesh. Right here, apply mesh UVN. So anyway, there's how to make a 3D bonsai tree, I guess.